quite literally, I am shopping as a potato. I didn't feel like redoing my makeup, so what you're seeing is my way of dealing with it. Felt like shopping. I always shop on Sunday nights, but this time I felt like talking about it because there's a lot to talk about, in case anybody's curious. Excuse me. Guilds are moving around. They are not staying in the same places. A lot of them are leaving Ralka, moving to places like Vivec City or Solitude, which I don't know how good a bet Solitude is going to be right off the bat.
Anything I can do?
You know, it's still pretty new, and I don't know how many people are actually shopping is part of it. Like, I think that a lot of people are just there, but maybe not shopping. Just a thought. Anyway, I just figured I'd do a little bit of my stuff. Yeah, I hate how I put everything up here too. Oh goodness. In case you're curious, Jayheart likes to buy all those kitten things and put them together for the ginger kitten. It may not be a bad idea to list them if you're in Spicy, list them on Spicy. Because I could totally see him buying them up. Ooh, all these paintings are tempting. You'll note I pulled a lot of money out of my bank because I'm just curious about all of these different items. I want to buy some stuff for my houses. I want to have fun with it. Let me make sure that I am actually running. Ooh, BoxyCharm. Gives me monies. All the monies go to Stabbies. Ooh, I'm running kind of fast. Monies. Whoops. Sorry about the reverb. I fixed it. And now I'm in a loading screen. That's nice. Hold on. Okay, letting people know I'm streaming as a potato. Monies! All of it. All of the monies. I am just shopping tonight. All of this craziness, everybody moving around, EU didn't flip. We had a delayed flip again, but we did flip, which is nice. I'm trying to hit everything as fast as possible because there's a lot of neat stuff up that people are gonna try to get their hands on, grabby hands, and so I figure I'll get my grabby hands on them first. Ha ha ha. My potato grabby hands. Yes, that makes sense, I promise. No, I found some good vampire-y stuff. So today I was questing, and I looked down into my inventory and I have a painting. I got the Red Mist painting, which is ugly as hell, but didn't realize I got it. I always see my loot. That's probably the first time I've ever not seen my loot. I'll leave the little for the rest of you. But I was shocked. I got a painting. So I listed it for sale. But it hasn't sold yet. It's very sad. Yeah, one of the new Red Mist looking, oops, sorry, trying to fix this. One of the red mist looking, I think it's actually called the red mist or something like that. I put it up for sale because it's ugly. I bought the one of the guy, the Jarl, and that one's listed. If it doesn't sell, I'm going to put it in one of my houses. That's sort of the way I operate. You know, if it doesn't sell, it goes in my house. No regrets. But I admit it, I flip. That's my thing. I'm a flipper. Some people hate flippers because of the fact that they essentially make everything more expensive for everybody, but it's fun. Sorry. Okay. Gives me your things. Yeah. Let's see if, I wonder if the Twitch drops have gone away. Twitch drops? Church stops? Church drops? Nope, still drops. If you want drops, they're still dropping. Okay. No little box there. This is one of the best places for if you're trying to get leads and you're looking for troves. There's 3 troves in close quarters to one another. The first one is to the side of the bridge there. The second one's right here. And the third one's on the other side over here. I have a feeling, though, none of them are going to be here because I think they're heavily farmed these days for leads. Yeah, that's the third one, so. Boo hiss! I'm surprised everybody's, like, there's so few people buying things right now. Granted it's a Sunday night, but most people are still stuck at home. No, give them back. They're not all mine. I'm getting chewed out on the forums because I said that I don't care that Lyris isn't underdressed, and I'm annoyed that there's just this whole like theme about I want sexualized women. I'm mad that we don't have sexualized Lyris, and I'm like, you know, I don't think that I've ever thought about how either Lyris or any of the male characters have been dressed in this game. Ever. And Lyris is wearing armor, and you're complaining that it's it covers too much. And the quote here is, I grew up with the cheesy fantasy novel covers of the 60s and 70s. But skin-bearing armor is part of what fantasy adventure means to me. This is incredible. Why? I like the potato overlay. It makes me happy. Sometimes you need to... No, I don't like Darien like that. I can honestly say that no characters in this game do it for me. Now, if we're talking Inquisition, I I had feels, man. I had feels for things there. That is true. I'm not the only person in the world. Lyris is, people did point out that Lyris is wearing warmer clothes and that she's not the kind of character who would walk around with bare skin. But it just amazes me that, you know, there's plenty of other games out there that people can play that show a lot of boobs. I didn't think that's what this game was about. I mean, wow, that's a lot of sixth houses. Don't know that I would list them all at the same time. I don't think that's good selling. Because here I am, a flipper. I would have bought it if they had one, but since they have so many, I'm not going to buy any. They want her to get naked so that they can lust over her, is what they want. I think Black Desert, or whatever it's called, is the one that people were telling to go play. That's the one that's really, really sexualized. Like, women run around in maid outfits and everything. Like French maids. So, yeah, fine. You know, I get it. But I am getting chewed on because even though wow, I got promoted to level 7. In the forums. That means I have altogether too much time on my hands. I should not be worrying about morons on the forums. Too much time on your hands. I got the Naughty Skyrim mods for one reason. They actually made the clothes look like, one of them was just a body, like, skeleton type deal, but like it had boobs and whatnot. But it actually made people look more human than blocky, and I liked what it did under the clothes. So, I mean, oh, that one's free. But, you know, because I don't need to get turned on by my video games, you know. But, hey, to each their own. And if anything, Skyrim's probably the best place to go do it, because nobody else is there to get horrified. You know what I mean? You're all alone. But I don't need to see some guys, you know, I don't know. I don't understand why. Isn't any wonder I'm the president? You know? That is so fitting right now. I am a potato. Swank. I'm running out of houses, guys. I'm running out of houses. So I'm stuck. I'm gonna be building, teaching EHT, and looking at one house a day, it looks like, because people are all antiquing to hell and not actually building houses, which is funny. My graphics are all the way up. I need to reduce them somewhat because they're a little ridiculous. Hello there. They also take a while to focus in, you'll notice. Give me things. Give me good stuff. What, Wisconsin? Or in the dirt? Like a potato. Yeah, and it kind of annoys me that... Are they still having that? They haven't canceled that? You would think that they'd cancel that for obvious reasons. I thought they've canceled practically everything else. Well, no offense, dude, but I'm not gonna go see you. I'm a risk. I'm a high risk person for COVID, and I don't want to die. That just seems unwise. But what do I know? About as much as the president, which is not much. This is the thing that I found. Here it is. This ugly painting, this red mist blooming painting, brass. It sort of just looks like red paint all smeared on something. It's really strange. It's not an attractive piece. I don't quite get it. What it's supposed to be. But that's what I found today. Just making some things up before we go continuing on in our search. Trying to make it fast though. Anaquina. Anaquina. Wow, maybe things are selling pretty quick there. DDA ended up with a trader in, of all places, in Solitude. And so they're, I mean, I didn't expect much out of it, but apparently it's doing some decent sales. Excuse me, just gonna look for, while I'm here, nope, no boxes. I don't know. I shouldn't be reading such negative stuff like that. It brings me down. Social media is like terrible for me. I shouldn't be ingesting any of that crazy. But usually it's pretty safe on the ESO forums for me because I don't really care what anyone thinks. But in this case, ooh, someone got in trouble. They removed posts. In that thread I was telling you about. Ha ha. Including the one that pissed me off. Which is basically all of them. No, totally no call for it. Yeah, especially since the dude, one of the guys was saying, if you don't kowtow to the Chinese, I was like, wait, what? What does this have anything to do with anything? I don't get it. Why are you talking about Chinese people? And why are you talking about Antifa, of all things? Like, what does that have? Like, how does that come up in everything? Like, don't bring that shit up in fucking ESO forums. Go scream about it on Fox News or something, you know? Leave it off of ESO. Yes. I don't get people. That's exactly it, Dr. Rue. You think you just nailed it. I think that's precisely it. I have never heard a truer thing stated. That's obviously it. People are crazy. Are you racing again tonight? I saw you on earlier, but I'm not really into racing, so I didn't want to watch it. Or maybe it was yesterday. I can change me out of a potato and be something a little bit more realistic, but I kind of like the potato. Absolutely. There's this one. So I can look like a movie star. Don't get it? Very odd. And then there's this one, which makes me look like a moon kitty. Then I can look like a chicken. I kind of like the chicken. The chicken's kind of cute. I can look like a jellyfish. Or a weird blue-haired chick.
Orders our hatchlings murdered. I spit in Queen Iren's eye.
I think I'm gonna stick with the potato.
What can I do for you?
Wow. Light as art painting. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna buy it, folks. I'm gonna buy it. No shame. Oh, this is a snap camera. Essentially, you install it, then in OBS, you select it as your camera instead of your regular camera. And you can select any of the filters, including these filters, which are probably the best ones. There's quite a few that aren't very good. There's very few that are any good at all, honestly. If I showed them to you, you'd just be horrified. Like what the average one looks like this. Seriously, this is what one of them looks like. I'm not even sure what I'm supposed to be. I mean, what is this? There's all sorts of crazy ones, I'm telling you. They're terrible. You can be a ruler. You could be a 12-inch ruler. I don't really get it, but that's hilarious. Let's see what else I can be. I can be a plate of Jell-O. Whoa, I don't even know where my face is. I don't even get this. Like, it makes no sense to me. Messy hair. What does messy... Literally messy hair. Oh my god, I love that. I'm dying. I know, but basic funny. I thought it was, I think it's funny. It's kind of hilarious to me that I have this stupid hair on. Let me see what else. There's all sorts of stupid things. But wow, this looks awful. That's what made me laugh. You can have things growing out of your head. I don't really get it. Yeah, there's not too many good ones. People are obsessed with having freckles, too. That's just weird. I think I'm a hot potato. Or I try to be anyway. Cute stuff are not all that cute. Character. I can be a lion, but my face doesn't move. That's kind of lame. I don't even know. Why are my eyes like red? These are creepy. Creepy! Wow, these are just awful. Oh, I like this one! Oh, this is kind of cool. I'm underwater with fishies. I kind of dig this one. cute. Alright, I'm going back to the potato. Potato is best because potato is me. That's some fun stuff. But yeah, use snap camera. Be warned, it does slow things down a little bit. But I figure if all I'm doing is shopping, who cares?
Take a look at what
I don't know why I buy some of this stuff. None of the, you know, sometimes I think this stuff isn't gonna sell. I like the tater too. I think it works. And I don't actually look all of that bad today. As bad as I feel. What I could do is just fake it and just put, this is just makeup. So this one is supposed to be makeup, but it doesn't have a lot of makeup. This one has a lot more makeup, and this could fake it. I could fake, you know, as if I actually put on makeup. But I faking it. Faking it! My eyes look too sparkly. Looks really weird. Anyway, so what I used to do is every day I used to go shopping. Now I have too much to do. But I used to go shopping and hit most of the traders.
How may I serve?
And I used to rank them all by like which one is the best and stuff like that. If I'm gonna fake it, I should do it as the kitty. Kind of like the kitty. Kitty gives me blue eyes. See? I have brown eyes normally. It's nice to have blue eyes for once.
Can I help you?
It's all for fun. Oh my goodness, some of these are just awful. We'll leave it for now. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah. And I used to rank all the traders. And I used to like weight the ranks by week. So like if I bought like a bunch of stuff the week before from one of the shops, that shop would be weighted heavier than one of the shops that I hadn't bought anything from in a while. I was obsessed. And that's how I made my money.
May I help you?
I have a lot of money. I don't do that anymore. Now what I do is on weekends, on Sunday nights. On Sunday nights, I do my shopping and try to get all my shopping done for the week. Meaning I will buy stuff to flip for the week. And most of the time, I don't buy enough. I underestimate what I'm gonna need and I have to go shopping. I can't believe it's Sunday night already. I don't want it to be Monday. It wasn't that it was bothering me to flip. It was more that I just didn't have the time anymore. Because with the stream, plus I have my real job, which I do from home. I do research from home. It was really just, I didn't have the time for it. I think the stream takes up the most amount of time because not only do I stream, but then I have to index the stream and turn them into YouTube videos, and you know, it's just gotten to be a lot of work. These are not bad items, especially not for 500. 250, I have to get them. 150, are you kidding me? It's still pretty slow. It's still pretty slow. It's gotten a little better, but not much. They don't care about sellers, buyers and sellers. I think when eventually I'm going to move on to another game, but it doesn't look like Inquisition's dropping a sequel until 2022. So I don't know what it's gonna be. But you know, playing this is making me want to play the real Skyrim again. Depends on what you mean by borked. I mean, it's still there. It's just slow. The same as it was. Slow. Because they never removed the speed adjustments. But to be fair, they haven't fixed they haven't fixed the underlying problem that they were doing it for. I don't even think that they've gotten to that point yet.
Greetings.
And I don't know if you knew this, but the launch of this last expansion was terrible. It was one of the worst launches I've ever been aware of for anything. And that's pretty bad. I've been in launches where, you know, something would be down for the entire day, and this was worse. There was just so many things wrong with it. Multiple downtimes, of course, but like the bugs that were happening and the mistakes that went live, and the fact that like about half of the main quest line and side quests don't have any animations, like the characters' mouths don't move, or they don't even have speech, like they don't have anything recorded for it. I'm like, what are you guys doing? You're really amazingly bad at this. Yeah, I was doing a bunch of questing today where the characters I was talking to just didn't say anything. It was all just subtitled. That was it. No words being spoken, no nothing. And I've had some quests bug where, you know, you're supposed to do an escort quest and the escort just stands there. Doesn't do anything when you try to lead it anywhere. I mean, there's a lot of issues. No, they're definitely making things worse. They have managed to screw up. EU didn't flip today. The trader flip did not happen on EU today. Just didn't happen. I forget what the biggest issues were. Yeah. Yeah, it just didn't flip. Yeah, ours has been going super slowly. So ours has been like, ours will flip like a half an hour late. But it flips. In EU doesn't, they have it worse and they're not flipping at all. Wait, I think I already did these. I did them before it's flip. Okay. Yeah, Gina just posted. Just to update, we're going to need some more time to continue investigating and come up with a plan about trader swap failing on, which we'll share with everyone a little later in the day. No changes. It's just been failing the last couple of weeks with, in our case, it's just takes longer. But in EU's case, it takes long enough that it fails. There's been no changes to it. I don't know what they fixed or changed underlying that messed everything up, but they did. I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. It's just been...
Care to bargain?
There's lots of graphical issues, but I noticed that Skyrim doesn't look that good. I mean, it's kind of got potential, but I feel like the fog, the amount of fog that they have in it is just ruining it. it's to the point where it's not vampiric carpet standard. Yeah, I just don't care for it. Settings, add-ons. I gotta clear my TTC. I mean, I could show it to you. It's just, it's a little... I have my graphics up all the way to max, and it still doesn't look that good. And sometimes the light is blinding to the point where, like, you get snow blindness, and it just... I don't get it. I don't know. I could complain endlessly, so I won't. It's got to get boring after a while. I'm going to skip this and go directly on. We'll go to Solitude and I'll show you what I mean. Maybe. No, it's been doing... It varies between 22 and like 30 minutes. Somewhere in there. Every time. No creeping. It just happened one day that it started to be like that. Alright, let me go to Solitude. For what it's worth, the Antiquity system is awesome. It's the worst description of how to learn it ever. Like, the training on it that the antiquarian person gives you is completely useless. She says, just look at it. Just look at the screen. Yeah, that doesn't help. There's so much more to it than that. You have to, I mean, it's impossible to explain. The Antiquity system is a new mini game that they've put in that allows you to get furnishings and jewelry and whatnot that's high-end quality for doing the mini games. The first mini game is let me see if I can show you. The first mini game is like this. Scribble. Wait, oh no, that one's already... I'll show you this one. This is the mini game. So you got to connect these pieces together and use, you can use cheats or whatnot, but you generally have to connect. All of these pieces have to be connected. Yes. You're correct. Instead of working on fixing things, they just added more shit that's broken. Yes. So then what it does is it tells you where to go on the map. And then you go there and it's like this digging quest. Digging minigame. I can't really explain it very well, but it's a digging minigame. So this is just the first part of the minigame. This is what I just showed you. But it is fun. There's a lot of different parts to it. Oh, I see. The cardinal painting. I get it. This is our trader. Oh, it's a total grind. Are you kidding? That's absolutely what it is. No question. No question whatsoever. It is indeed a grind.
I'm carving them.
But whatever. If you don't enjoy it, don't do it. You know what I mean? It is a little addictive. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Don't see me here selling.
Especially when you get really good stuff. Starting out, you don't get amazing stuff or anything, but eventually you get really freaking amazing stuff. Some really beautiful things. As a furnishing person, as a housing person, to me it's like probably crack cocaine is pretty much what it is. So this is what Solitude looks like. I don't know, did you ever play Skyrim? If you ever played Skyrim, you'll know what I mean. But look at that fog. I mean, granted, it's snowing right now. But the fog always looks like that. There's always some sort of fog. I'll show you the second part of the quest, of the... No, that's what I'm talking about. It's the real one. If you played the real one, you'll notice that a lot of it's similar. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm not a grinder either. I'm going to take my damn time. For sure. But I will show you the second part of how antiquities work. Yeah, it's not very pretty. It's too dark and dismal. Like, they've missed a little bit because of that. Alright, so then you get to the spot that they say where the antiquity is. And you use your skill, your antiquity skill, and then you get eaten by wolves. You see that comet there? The comet's tail points to the direction you need to go. So I need to go in this direction. Mitsu, me too. I'm enjoying the scenery, but I am looking forward to anybody's add-ons that reduce fog. I think that would be better. Let's see. I need to use my eye again. There. This way. So here it is. Here's the dig site. Then it goes to minigame number 2. This is the second minigame. And you basically should probably start as close to the middle as you can, and then you go out to the edges, and then you try to find the... It's like Battleship, basically. But I'm sucking at it right now. There we go. And then when you find that, you dig it up before the timer goes off. And you found your antiquity. And I'm going really fast because you can get extra stuff if you do it enough time. So then I get the lead for the next one. I got this drinking horn, and they're going to send it to the place overnight. And here's what happens. The silver filigree shows that this horn belonged to an important thane. And then what you get from this lower level stuff is usually stuff you can sell, like this, so you can just sell for 1,000 gold. But you can, for the better stuff, as you get higher level, it's gear or jewelry or furnishings. Thanks. You know, I couldn't figure it out, and so my husband was reading the guide on it, and we were both trying to figure it out for the longest time. Like, we were sitting there just going over it and not really understanding, because it's hard to figure out at first. Yes, the maps are awesome. I've been putting them in each of my homes. Like, as I, like, you know, I put my Auradon map in my Matissan house, right? So that's pretty much, that's exactly what I've been doing. I think it's a great idea to start that way. I'm looking forward to getting actual furnishings. You can't sell them, though. They're bound. But you really probably wouldn't want to, because they're pretty amazing. Let me see if I can do this for you, if you're curious. If Saucy Jack is on. He is. Saucy has a house, which he turned into a warehouse. I hope this is a Serenity, because if it isn't, I'm going to be annoyed. Here it is. And you can see what they are. Agreed. No, just a potato party. I didn't put on makeup. Oh, I left myself as that. Whoops. I thought I put myself back to potato. I'm sorry. I'm messing with filters because I'm not wearing makeup. So this is Saucy Jack's house. These are the things you can get from, these are furnishings you can get from Scrying Antiquities. So this is the kind of thing that you can get that is why people are doing it. They're really, I like it too. They're really quite nice. And here's the maps we're talking about. And then these amazing fountains. Oh, that's beautiful. I want that. Oh yeah, it's really decent stuff. And the detail on them when you get close up is pretty phenomenal. They're beautiful things. And each one is... No, you can't sell them. You have to do the work. You gotta get it yourself. Oh, you did! Congratulations! There's two, I think. The Snow Prince chair? Or the other one? I'm gonna put my hair back up now that I'm a potato again. No, if you could sell them, then that wouldn't be fair to all the people who did all the work to get it for themselves. You know? They want it to be a time sink. Ah, Snow Prince. Awesome. And it is a time sink. It's absolutely a time sink. Because you do that game, it can really take you a lot of time. Nobody's buying these anymore. Should I bother to get this? The Bright Throat's Boast necklace? Sometimes I see people asking for them, but I don't know. I haven't gotten anything but the maps and treasures yet. So junk, basically. I've been slacking, I guess. I find it hard to find nothing amazing. Everything's been pretty much, excuse me, let me just delete this. Everything's been pretty much normal. Haven't found any, like, holy crap deals. I've found a bunch of those lately, but not today. Today is just regular shopping, me trying to fill up for the week. But, yeah, that's all anybody's doing right now is scrying for things. No, they're not junk. I have them in my houses. So it's, everyone's doing scrying, so there's not a lot of people actually, like, doing other things. So some of buying and selling is a little dead, and other things are a little dead, but it fills in the time, for sure. It's hard to stop doing it once you get going, because you're like, I want to finish this line. I want to get all the things. All the things. Spoiler alert, I did not get all the things. I found I did find something. I found a painting today while questing. I was pleased. There's a song by Grimes, Elon Musk's girlfriend, baby mama, where she says, more lines on the mirror than in a... More lines in the mirror than in a poem or something like that. I forget the line. Oh, more lines on the mirror than in a sonnet.
Now here's unlikely.
She's talking about her addictions too. Really? You mean Elon Musk's baby mama is a drug addict? I'm the expressive one. It's just I'm inhabiting it. inhabiting it. It is cute though. Alright. Where next? Canarthy's Roost works. Oh, I didn't do Hughesbane. That's fine. I don't know which is cuter, that or the jellyfish or the chicken. The little chicken. The little chicken is kind of cute. Whoa! Gonna fall over. Oh, all right. Back to the potato then. I kind of like the chick though. It's kind of cute. I had fun with them. I play with it a lot. That's not creepy. It's cute. These never sell for me. None of them. What are you trying to say? You trying to say that I'm creepy? So, if you have Port-a-Friend and you need to get to the Hughesbane shops, what I might suggest to you is go PTF Port AUT Guild 57. Yeah, I am a creepy chick, I guess. Because AUT Guild has Princely Dawnlight, and they don't play anymore. So, if you want, you can just go directly to the shops by going to Princely Dawnlight. You don't have to go through the Font of Hughesbane, drive all across, you know, get to the other side, because this starts you on the proper side. I wish I could buy this house from them. Doesn't let you do that, though. It's a pretty house. There's a lot of things you can do up in the air. Didn't realize quite how high up you can build. You can build pretty high up. I don't have my coward's gear on. Maybe I'll just hand switch it instead of.
Blade's Edge! Stop that thief!
There we go. Whee!
Greetings.
Sell me good things. I am not impressed thus far. I was impressed earlier today. I was shopping and finding all sorts of cool stuff, but I might do that and resell it. Treasure maps are worth a ton now
How may I serve?
because they give antiquity leads. So if you have a ton of stored treasure maps, you're rich.
Service.
You went from you couldn't give them away overnight to
Speak with me.
being super worthwhile.
Go and do
I miss AUT. Wow. That's nice of them. Jeez. Oh yeah, there's several thousand now. They have not settled down. People aren't sure where the market's going to settle for them. Because now it's like, it really depends on how many people are going to stay doing antiquities. Because they give you leads sometimes to the next antiquity. skulls sound so tasty for real life because I can just imagine how they would taste. I want stem. Okay. And I do this every Sunday night. Oh, yeah. But you know what's sad is that I do spend a lot of time working on the crows. So I'm always trying to get those thieves' troves. But now people are farming the thieves' troves because the thieves' troves have leads in them. So it's and maps. So, you know, either way you're screwed. And people are just camping those things.
Yes?
No. Nope. You cannot sell them. It's not really a money-making thing. It's truly just for gear and dressing up and not dressing up. Well, gear and furnishings. I don't know, did they? I don't mind it. I don't care if it's sellable or not. There's other things I can sell. I am not worried at all. Besides, I have enough money to last me for the rest of the time that I spend this game. Anything I do at this point is just, what's the word? Gratuitous. I don't need this much money. I'm just, you get used to something. You get into a habit of doing something, and that's pretty much what it is. I'm stuck in this habit of doing this all the time now. I don't have an E-Pain. If anything, it would be a vagina, but not that either. I don't really care about that anymore, honestly. I guess I just do it because I do it. Oh, I'm a man then. Okay, I'm a male potato, obviously. Yeah. No, I don't. I think that they did. If they had gotten it off without a hitch. Wow. Sorry. I just saw an announcement from Perdita about a contest.
Anything I can do for you?
Yeah, it's fun, but if they'd gotten it off without a hitch, it would have been so much better.
Can I help you?
Yeah. I am doing the main quest line, though.
Can I help you?
Gates of Vith. I've never heard of this guild. This is so wild. Some of these guilds are just... Ooh. Really? 45k for a broken bowl? No. So it looks like somebody stood on that bowl. I don't think so. I think that the most recent one they said they were on target with, but this brought out a lot of problems that they weren't counting on. I mean, unsurprisingly to anyone who's ever paid attention to anything that ZOS has ever done, they didn't see it coming. The rest of us all knew it was going to be a shit show. They gave us something fun. That's really all I can say about it. They fuck a lot of things up, but they did give us something fun here. Doofish! Nom nom, doofish. Eat them up, yum. I may have missed all the good deals, sadly. People may have already scooped me. Takes me too long to get to everything.
Now, I dare. Many scoff at the local.
It's a very... I just don't understand why they didn't give us any construction materials, Solitude style. I expected Solitude floors. I expected Solitude, like, walls and stuff. I really am shocked that we didn't get anything like that. And it's kind of depressing, honestly. I don't get why that happened that way.
About to head up to the new Whisper Village.
I feel like they fell behind in everything before releasing. And I don't know how they thought about... I don't know. But I will say one thing. Two things. They may have screwed up, but it's clear that they're going to be putting out patches that include fixes. But secondly, the precision building was huge. Pretty much done by Cardi one-handed. It's just changing the way that building works for builders. Yeah, I think they'll fix things. I really do. I'm not too worried about it, honestly. As long as the game isn't down, as long as it's playable, which it wasn't. The lag was unbelievable. It was just not playable for me for the first couple of days. But they fixed that, and now it's playable. So I'm okay with that. I don't usually bother with this trader, but I felt like it. I don't usually bother with the Malabator or this one. That is absolutely true. Well, I am sick and my fever's beginning to spike up. So while it was fun chatting with you all, I'm gonna call it and take my cold medicine. So I will see you all tomorrow without a potato. So good night.